mío, perdón, yo muy alta. ¿Qué? Piense. ¿Sí o no?
Alto, ¿qué es alto?
Alto, no sé. Yo, ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es?
Alto, muy volado.
Volado, muy velado. Mira mis ojos. Mira.
Por eso yo, mira, con gafas.
Sí, exacto. Ah, muy inteligente. Entonces. What's happening, fam? I'm out here. We're just gonna have some breakfast. And in a little bit, we're gonna go look at the progress on the road because there's been a lot of progress made just within the last few days, just this week. And we need to give them some more details on just the final things that need to be done as far as the driveway and some more plateaus that need to be done, just some finer things. But we're gonna go head out there, but first we're gonna have some breakfast.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah.
What's happening, fam? So if you take a look, she ate more than me. She always does. Her metabolism is crazy, and she's thin as the wind. Ay, Dios mío, mío, mío. Ella come todos, siempre. Me encanta.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here at the beginning of the road. Behind me, you can see the tubes that we're going to use to put underneath the road to channel the water. It'll keep the soil dry and more stable, and I won't have to worry about it disintegrating in the future. And then what we're going to do right now is actually measure. I'm going to take this wire, this string right here, and I'm going to measure. I'm going to start measuring right here from the beginning all the way up. So I'm going to go all the way up the road. When I come back, I'm going to just gather up the string and then I'm going to measure it. But I might measure along the way as well. I have some other means, some other rope and measuring tape to measure along the way. But the main thing is that I'm just going to get an idea for how many kilometers the road actually is.
Yeah.
I'm going up the road here, just putting down the cord. I see 𝗏𝗏. He's helping us out with the road. Don Samuel, bien, ¿y tú? Excelente. So he's digging the trench. Actually, what he's doing is digging the trench here. Don Samuel. ¿Bien o qué?
Bien, mijo.
Excelente. Oh, Dios mío, tú con mucho trabajo.
Sí, aquí arrancando esta raíz.
Oh, perfecto. Gadis, porque esto es gran raíz.
Aquí está la madre.
Sí, madre. Oh, Dios mío.
Ahí están las.
Necesito corte todo.
He cortado para poder pasar la obra.
Y listo. Para tubulo. Para agua. So he's going to cut that root right there. And once he cuts that root, He's gonna put that tube in there, and then that'll help funnel the water that's coming up from there, and it'll help keep the road clean and más duro and más seco, more strong and more dry. So he's been doing a lot of hard work. I really appreciate it. Yo agradecido mucho. Muy buen trabajo. So, these are the rocks that I'm going to be breaking up. I'm going to take a look, see how sturdy they are. They're real soft. See? Yeah. Yeah. It's real soft. Oh yeah, I just took off a big chunk here. So, I just took this off right here. So, I'm good. Got some soft rock. Okay, and this thing looks hard as heck, but definitely doable. It's just gonna take a lot of elbow grease. So this is the rock that I was hitting. I took off this big piece right here that you can see. Look at that. Looks like big hard rock, but boom, breaks right off. So I'm good with that. Lets me know it'll be easy to break this stuff up into smaller pieces and put it back in the road for stability. So, don't you think? Sí o no? Sí o qué? Perrito. Sí o qué? Sí? Tú no gusta cámaras, ¿ah? Mira él. No fotos. Mira. Gracias. Last time we were here, this is where we came from, down there. So we came from down there, and this is where it ended last time, right off of this viewpoint. And the tractor was right here last time. The tractor was right here where this pile of dirt is. But now, as you can see, we got more road all the way up there, so we're gonna go check out that. So looking back at that spot right there, where that mud is, it looks like I can fill that in. Just put some tubes underneath and then fill in dirt over it. Put some tubes there and fill in the dirt. That should be sufficient. But I really like the way this part is looking right here. Looks really nice. So let's continue on. It's looking smooth. Got some deep mud over here too. You see my boots, they're going all the way in some parts. So we're coming up on another area here where there's water. Gonna put a pipe in here. You can see that. See that water running off? So I'm gonna put a pipe right there at this turn. Cause that to run off the side of the mountain. And not affect the road. And as I come around the corner here, look at it. Somebody's at rest. She's done a great job, though. Entonces, mira, mi amor. She wants to smoke a spliff. Mi marihuana. Okay, baby. We'll take a spliff break right about here. It's looking beautiful. It's looking good. That's all new down there. That's all new. And that's where we came from right there. Came from right there. There's more to go down there. More to see that completed down that way. But looking great. It's looking beautiful. So we got the earth mover behind us. We're gonna pass. He's gonna let us pass. But you see how soft the ground is. The ground's really soft. So that's a benefit. It's a blessing for the most part because it's soft, but not so soft that it can't sustain the road. So we're going good. Hola. Ay, muy bien trabajo. Muchas gracias. Gracias. I remember this part where you got this little road right here. Okay, so we just went on ahead and we tied off right here, right behind where the tractor is now, so you can see how far we've gone. So we'll measure that and see how far we got to go here. But we're getting close, as you can see how wet it is, to one of the first private rivers. So, like I was saying, we're coming upon the first private river, which is a territorial landmark for me. It shows the actual beginning of my private land. So, because a lot of the road was built through neighboring land as well. So we had to get permission and actually pay to get to build through that behind me. But here's my limit. Here's my first river here. Got a natural pool down there. I don't know if you can see that natural pool right down there. But we're gonna go ahead and walk across. So that's the river we just crossed. And as soon as we cross that, we're gonna head up here. And once we cut through this clearing up here, we're pretty much at the home site where we're gonna build. Por eso otro carretera más importante. Okay, so so what she says is she'd rather that we build the road continuing straight on deeper into the property rather than start where the first house is going to be. And then once we're done with that, we'll see about building this other part here, which is a great idea. It kind of seems like it would be easy just to get it all done right now, but he's charging by the hour, so less hours, less money. So we want to get this done, as much done as quickly as possible. Okay, as we're walking up here, we're at the top. You can see down there, that's the plateau where I'm building the first house, right there. And what we're thinking is right around here, right around this area right here, we need to flatten it out because I need a dog house, a big dog house, a big kennel. We have 13 dogs, so I need a kennel for there, and then we're gonna flatten out some more land down the road here for prospective investors. Yes, there is investment opportunity. Very, very little. I repeat, very, very little. I may let in maybe 2 investors at the most. Definitely one. One investor will be good. But even though I have quite a bit of land here, I want to keep it pristine. And I'm only looking for investors who are willing to stay on that page. Just keep it pristine, you know, build a house, whatever, nice, quiet place for you to, nice refuge, clean air, fresh water, your own private water, streams, waterfalls. But let's keep it that way. Keep it nice and simple. So if investors are on the same page with that, then maybe we'll have some business. But really not looking for too much. I got everything I need here. It's beautiful. It's paradise. Dream come true. Yes, sir. Okay, so as we walk over here, you can see this is an area that I have for investors. All this is private. It's marked off for another lot. This is approximately 3,000 meters, 3,000 square meters. Got a private little river here. And across this. And as we walk on, you'll see the lot approaching this way. As I head around the corner here. So this is the other lot. Where she's standing is the end of it. And it's all of that up there, up to the mountain. There's a flat plateau up there, and I want to make flatter. And you got this area down here with a river and waterfall down that way. As I'm walking further up in here, this is another piece that I plotted off. And behind me is the road from where we came, leading back to where the main house, or one of the first houses, is going to be. And right here behind me is up on the top is a plateau, and that's a nice place to build another house as well, which is available. And then down here is the other part of it that leads to a river and waterfalls down there. Wow. So as the mud's getting pushed away here, I'm looking down on the ground, and look at that shell. Isn't that beautiful? That looks like it's a snail shell, but oh my gosh, it looks almost like an ocean shell, ocean snail. Look at that. Look at that shell. It's gorgeous. I'll clean that off. See what that's about. Looks like that should be at the beach. ¿Por qué?
Porque necesitamos ver avance.
Sí.
de mañana o no lunes. Martes tuyo, lunes o miércoles, ¿sí? Lunes
Sí.
o miércoles.
Sí.
Que yo ahora escuchar, chico, posible 3 días. Entonces, lunes o miércoles. Y tú y yo miércoles aquí, tú y yo vemos avance
Listo.
de todo.
Listo.
Ok, ¿cuánto? Listo, listo nosotros dos, solo necesitamos esto, allá, plano allá por 50 metros, plano
So she's
acá por
saying-
50 metros.
So she's saying Monday we need to come back up here and see how much work is done, how much they've advanced, and discuss other areas that need to be done down here, how many more meters need to be done, and the areas that need to be flattened over there. But we need to come back Monday and see the progress, the advancement is what she's saying. So that's what we're going to do, of course.
Y ya hacer pues como la bajadita a la casa, ¿sí o no?
Sí, yo diría que mejor, que es preferible seguir aquí.
Porque es más coherente.
Sí, pues hacer como menos daño.
Y sí, es por el daño, mi amor, por los árboles. Es por los árboles, menos daño por acá que por acá.
La idea es que el carro llegue hasta la casa.
Sí.
O que quede por aquí
No,
más arriba, ¿no?
que quede hasta la casa, porque,
Saying because of the
mi amor, ¿tú quieres la casa de los perros acá arriba, al lado o abajo?
She's asking where do I want the doghouse? Here, where do I want it? Sí, arriba, pero en media, posible media, sí.
Entonces ese peso se convierte en precio.
Sí.
Entonces, pues no sé dónde o por acá, pues yo he pensado que aquí siempre es una plaza.
Sí,
Fuera.
sí.
Por acá,
Okay.
al monte.
So what they're saying
Ahí
is
digo, de esos que más o
the
menos
road
nosotros cuando nos
is going
están
to
haciendo
go
esto, pues, como
up top more.
esta parte de-
So we're going to take it all the way up top
parte de allá.
and around, and that'll be the new limit for my land. That'll be the frontier. So everything below it, I'll be able to build on. So the road won't go through the middle of it. It'll go at the top, and then everything below will be all mine, all this below. So this will be ours. Well, it is ours. But once we build the road, we'll have limits, and that we can all see.
La de acá.
So it's lots of good buildable space. So actually, this part of the river behind me was one of my favorite spots. But we're gonna cover that up. As you see, we're covering that up because we're gonna take the road right over it. We're going to take the road up higher. So we're gonna use the dirt that we're pulling off here and channel it this way, and put some pipes underneath so the water goes underneath. So it's gonna be a little different than what it was before, but I still like it. We're getting done. It's getting done. There's some of my neighbors behind me. Don Abdulio and his familia. And we're getting it done. Getting it done. Bit by bit. Paso a paso. Step by step. So, behind me right here, that's the bridge that we just walked across. Right there, that's the bridge that we came across. And you see where the road is going. It's right up above the bridge. And he's going to take the road up top. He's got to bring down a lot of dirt because it's right here next to the river. So it's really soft. So they need to reinforce that with a lot of rocks, a lot of dirt and rock. Now we're going to collect some barro, or some clay, some dirt, and we're gonna sample it and see how good it is for making adobe bricks and pottery and whatever else. Because the thing of it is, you know, we've got some really good clay here, then it'd be really easy to make the bricks for ovens, hornos, and fireplaces, different, even other buildings. And you know, as we build other, we're gonna have many different styles of buildings. And so as we finish different structures, we can coat them in clay and things like that. And so, you know, we just got to test it out and test out the resistance of the soil and see if it's what we're looking for. So looking at that piece of mud right there, that's a good sign. That looks like some good stuff right there that's ready to build some bricks with. So that's a really good sign, the consistency of that mud right there. So right now I'm gonna start collecting a line, and then we're gonna measure it later. She thought they were gonna be easier. Más duro, más. Antes su piensa es más suave, ¿eh? Mira. ¿Progresivo o qué? No. Oh, Dios mío, mi linda. Ok, linda. Sí, ambición muy grande. Entonces, mira. Look at this. Oh, yeah, this is good. Look at this dirt. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, this is ready. This is ready for clay. This is ready for... Oh, it's beautiful. It's ready for molding. And I need to save some of this. I think I just need to save a chunk of this in a circle and see how that hardens up just by itself. Just that. See, as we're walking along, we're seeing a different type of clay here. And it's more porous, but I like it. Really yellow. Really, it's more sand. It's actually, this is really good. This is real sandy. Wow. Just had a tree fall behind us. Okay, that was cool. But anyway, this is más arena.
Sí, más arena.
It's more sand. Different colors. It's beautiful. You got the pink, rosas, the reds, roja, amarillo, the yellows, naranja, orange, negro, mira, arriba negro, media, you have in the middle, you have got browns, kind of rust, you got negra, todos, verde, mira, green, all the colors, natural, right here. Really excited to see all these colors in the soil. Oh my goodness. As an artist, I mean, I'm just thinking about paints. I'm thinking about different pigments for clay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We've got it all right here. Look at those colors. So we're back here with 𝗵𝗵𝗲, and he's covered up the pipe right there. He's got it covered up right there. Muy bien, 𝗵𝗵𝗲.
Sí, qué bueno.
Sí, muy bueno.
Quedando más o menos bueno.
Gran trabajo.
Samuel, ¿este palo estaba ahí o se lo atraviesan con esa piedra?
No, ese palo estaba ahí.
Wow.
Y sirvió antes de atravesar.
Ya, claro, sirvió de cuña ahí para esa piedra.
Esa piedra.
Qué belleza la
Pero
naturaleza.
casi que no pasó ahí. Ya, que no.
Qué tristeza, don Samuel. Don Samuel, usted nació por acá.
Sí, por acá. Una ciudad en esa casita.
¿En dónde? En esa...
¿Dónde está la tela verde ahí?
Ajá.
Esa es otra casa en madera, pero ahí mismo.
Sí, sí. O sea, ¿dónde está don Oscar ahora?
No, Oscar es allá abajo. La de nosotros la de arriba.
Ah, ya.
Porque las otras de arriba son casas ya aparte.
Sí.
La de nosotros donde está la telita verde allí, que la casita es larga,
Ajá.
donde se ve el carro.
Sí, sí.
Esa es la casa paterna de nosotros.
Ah, ¿y eso ahora es de quién?
Pero, ¿cómo no?
So this is some of the wire fencing that's going up right now, all along the side. So we'll have wire fencing all along both sides. The road will be fenced in. Okay, so we just finished. Oh, there's a lovely sight. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, we just finished coming down and measuring and checking out the new road, and wow, it's beautiful. ¿Te gusta?
Sí, pero estoy muy cansada.
See, she's very tired. She likes it, but she's very tired. So yeah, we're going to head into town. It's about 3 o'clock right now, 3:30, almost 4 probably. And we're going to get something, we'll look for something to eat out there, see if we can pick up something, maybe some fish. So we're here at the restaurant, and I was able to get my fish. It looks good. Got some trout, some trucha, frita, fried trout. She got some steak, and we got some beans and vegetables, salad, rice, French fries. She got some fish soup. Good to go. All right, then dig in. Para video, para YouTube. Entonces, yo presento a mi amiga Luisa. Hola. Luisa is our friend. And Luisa, where are you from originally? ¿Dónde es tu original? Hogar?
Negro.
Río Negro? Ah, sí, ella es desde Río Negro. She's from Río Negro. Colombia, Rio Negro, Colombia. And today we're gonna head out to the farm, and this is our first time out. Tu primera vez tiempo en la finca, ¿sí?
En la onda, sí.
Sí, en la onda.
En
sí.
la onda.
It's the first time out here in La Onda. So we're we're taking the dogs to use the restroom right now. Taking a couple of dogs with us because they don't get out too much. Just these two, even though we have 11 more. They'll see the farm later. But right now, Viviana's getting some food, and we're gonna head out to the farm. So I'll take you guys with us, and we'll see the progress on the road today. All right, ciao. You know, I was just saying it's funny because out of all days, we picked today to wear our paramilitary looking clothes, and there's soldiers everywhere because the election is going to happen probably this weekend, or the results of the election. So the military's out and they're in force on the streets. And so I haven't filmed them because they're already looking at me like, I got my dogs out and everything and my poncho. And we look like we're ready to do some paramilitary activity any second here. So we were all laughing about that. But yeah, no, we're kicking it on the church steps. So we're showing we're in neutral ground. Yeah, so Viviana stepped into the stream and got water in her boots. So now she's sitting on the edge of the stream. She's gonna have to dry out. I don't know how that happened because the dogs were leading her. I thought maybe the dogs would fall in first, but maybe they did, and she went after the dogs. That's what she would do. But anyways, they're all wet now. Wow, the stream is a lot different. So let's check it out.
Fue súper rico.
No, no en tu boca.
Mira, con dos carnes. Mira mi cuerpo. Mamá siempre era así. No se deje engañar de Viviana. Ella sí come, no se deje engañar.
Gracias. Muy bien trabajo. So we're on the way down. If you remember, on the way up, this area right here was a trench. Remember that? This was a trench right here. And he's covered that up now. So that's good. It's nice and compact. And you see right there. You can drive on that. Well, you got to give it a couple of months to solidify, get more compact, but settle in. But it looks better. They're moving quickly. Yeah. Are they moving quickly, folks? What you think? Hey, chica? See or no? See? Oh, mira. She wants to come give me a kiss, but she can't because of the little canal right there. That's why we have a fence. Okay, so what we've got here is a pretty close to finished product for right now, and it looks great. It looks great. A lot of the main gravel is in the road. The big rocks are broken down and incorporated back into the road. It looks really good. As I'm approaching the river, the water is kind of high, but it's definitely drivable. It's definitely at a level that I could drive through, but it looks good. A lot of progress. So I'll let you guys take a look. So normally, when you're walking down a road or a dirt road, and you see things like water buildup or sticks in the road or rocks in the road, you don't think twice. You're just walking on the road. But when it's your road, you become conscientious of everything. And so I'm just noticing this little place right here. It's got just a little bit of water buildup right there, a little pond. So I'm just gonna dig that out so I could have a better runoff, because it's a water runoff going on right here on the side of the road, and it'll keep my road dry. You can see right there. So in order to keep the road dry, I'll make sure that runoff is better. It's probably a little deeper ravine or whatever I need to do. But the thing about it is, you know, normally when you're walking down a road, you don't think about that, because the city, usually that you live in, the city takes care of stuff like that. But in this case, I am the city maintenance. So it's my road. So I'm just thinking, you know, how some days I'm gonna have to just come down here and, you know, be working on the road, you know, and make sure, you know, it's maintained. But it looks great. A lot of the big rocks that were here before are no longer here. I'm approaching an area where there were huge boulders before, and I don't see any. So, you may have remembered before when I said this is an area where there's a lot of big rocks up there, and they all need to be broken down. And the little itty bitty one up there is my wife. Remember that? Well, this is the same road, and this is that area. And all broken down, all cleared out. Looking great. Love it. Just waiting for it to dry out. As we're heading up here, behind me, that's another area that was filled with boulders. Up there to my left shoulder, that was filled with boulders, and that's all cleared out. A lot of it been pushed to the side or either broken up and incorporated into the road. Spot that had a lot of water that I was talking about, and we needed to put tubes in. So you see how we put the tubes in, and just got the one going underground where the water's falling naturally right there out of the rock, and letting it fall all the way down into the hole that it was already falling into, and putting a tube in that hole and running it underneath the road, so that the water misses the road, because the water is coming from up above, the elevation up above. So that's the way we're drying that out. But all the big boulders that were on this road, no longer here. You see that? Most have been broken down and incorporated. See that? So this was really soft here before, really soft. So a lot of rocks have been reincorporated into this area. So that and right now I feel it's much more stable, much harder. boulders here before. If you remember this little turn point right here, huge boulders had to step over. And those are taken care of. Let's continue up that way. So I'm super impressed with this area. This area was all mud. It was all mud before. And I mean, it looks great. Wow. It is drying out very well. You see the tubes behind me that we're putting in. But I'm really impressed with this part. This looks awesome. I mean, it's really dried out. Wow. Yeah. Here's one of the tubes down here. Wow. So it's still soft, as you can see, but it's nowhere near what it was before. And you've got some mud still that needs to dry out, but it is drying out. It is drying out. So I did get stuck in some deep mud there, as you can see from my boots. Yeah, but before it was worse. It was much worse. So this is only been a week, and it's drying out really good. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. So we've gotten up here to the house front, and the road continues on that way to the rest of my property. And this road right here is going to go down. This is the driveway that's leading us down, right down in here. And then the first thing you see is the dog kennel. This first clearing right here is for the 𝗵𝗵, for the dogs. And then down there at the bottom, that's where the house is going to be. That's the plateau for the house. So for the first one, for the first house. So getting it carved out, looking good. We've come to the end of the road, as they say. So this is the road, and down below, you can see that road. That's where the old road was, right there. That's the old road. But everything below that, that's all mine. That's all La Sulamita. And so the road is the limit here. So this road is the limit, and then you have some more land up above there. But so we've got a lot done. Only thing left now is more fortifying, more drying out, but it looks great. Excellent.